Hello, beloved Purple Heart Consciousness holders. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby, and I just want to say to you, I am so happy to be with you today. And as I am saying, I'm happy to be with you today, my heart is saying, my heart is with yours. And the reason I say that is we get to grow in our consciousness through the process of love, through the process of patience, and through the process of gentleness. And this month, we're focused on leadership and leadership qualities. And our wonderful media person sent me this wonderful quote from Dwight Eisenhower, who was our president and who also was a general. And what strikes to me is the words and the wisdom from what he's learned about leadership. And he says, don't lead by hitting people over the head. That's assault, not leadership. And the reason I bring that to you is because we're moving into a season where life is in session. We may have the ability to encourage and support and nurture, or we can take that time to criticize, to put down, and to assassinate a person's character. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because it's important for each and every one of us to learn how to live into a place that really works for everyone. And when we do spiritual practices here through the Purple Heart, we are teaching people and lifting people up to the place of the Most High. And then lifting them up to the place of the Most High includes using spiritual practice in a healthy way that supports and brings forth good, the highest good. And there is a way and a process of going about it. That process is engaging from the heart space. That's the reason we teach heart math, because heart math supports us and it allows us to anchor ourselves before we move into situations where we can show up. And the most important part is as a beneficial presence. And showing up for a beneficial presence requires strength, it requires leadership, and it does require that we assert ourselves. And asserting ourselves does not mean that we have to assault, but what it means is that we get to be a wonderful, enriching presence in the world. So I'm going to invite you right now to join me as we move into the place of the adding heart. And I'm going to invite you to simply breathe with me right now before going into a meeting or a difficult situation. If we can just pause, put everything on pause, and just simply breathe. So I'm sending this message right now to everyone that is moving through something. If you are in the process of preparing for a special day, a special event, if you have a deadline to meet, if you're doing some work, for example, I know that we have a lot of people that are in school and they have deadlines to meet. Just simply breathe with me right now. And in your breathing, you're just releasing every single thing that has occurred and being present right here in this moment. And I invite you to breathe in on the count of 5 and exhale on the count of 5. You notice that I'm breathing in through my nose and exhaling through the mouth. And I want you to recall a moment that you experience compassion, kindness, care, or deep appreciation. So I'm remembering a moment right now. And I'm remembering a moment of gentleness, a moment of care, a moment of honesty, and a moment of love. And this moment had to do with how there was course correction where I received constructive support and constructive advice. It supported me in course correcting, and it supported me in being able to see the infinite possibilities and to learn and grow. Just breathe with me. And just experience the gentleness of that moment. Just breathe with me and feel the energetic of the emotion. The presence of knowing that I'm safe, that my work is appreciated. And if you don't have a memory, just lean into this here. And I'm also remembering in that moment that I learned how to be gentle with myself also. Sometimes we can be our worst critic. Just breathe. And I'm hearing a special song, and that song is by Karen Drucker. I will be gentle with myself. And just join me as we move into prayer right now, as we just recognize the presence of the divine, that sacred presence that we call sacred love, that sacred energy of peace and harmony, that sacred presence that is safe, that is allowing for infinite good and wisdom, and it is always for us, and it supports the highest and the greatest in unfolding within our experience. And in this very moment, right here, right now, I simply embrace the hour. And as we embrace the hour right now, we simply remember that it includes each and every one of us, that I am a part of this great, magnificent presence, that this magnificent presence fulfills itself within me, through me, and as me. And I know that that same energy, that same pattern, and that same dynamic is fully present in each and every single person that is hearing this prayer. There is the sacred embodiment of this divine presence we call good. And it is this goodness, this power, this strength, this element that has fulfilled itself within us, through us, and as us. It is that vibrational energy, and it is this power that has gone before, it has prepared the way, and I know that there is more than enough of it. That it is rich and it is opulent and it is overflowing. And it is that divine presence and dynamic within each and every one of our lives. That it is that creative element fulfilling itself and personalizing itself in a sacred way, in practical ways also. So what I'm knowing is that the good of the divine is fully present here. It is gone before. It is a healing presence, revealing only good, supporting only good in unfolding and personalizing for each person hearing this prayer. So what I know is it has moved into the nooks and crannies of our being. It is that divine blessing and flow within our body temples, within our very experience. And what I'm knowing is for each and every one of us, that the blessings of the divine is alive and thriving, moving and expanding itself. It is radiance within our body temple, within every cell of our being, revealing the spirit and the energy of wholeness. I know that it is the same wisdom and vibration, prospering itself and fulfilling itself, supporting every seeming need, supporting the goodness of life, expanding itself within our families, within our homes, revealing itself within our work experience, in the way we show up in the world and the way we serve, in our ideas, our dreams. It is the sacred and the divine fulfillment. And I'm most grateful this evening for the good of that divine expressing itself, the divine discovery, the divine wisdom, and the divine creativity expanding and revealing itself right here, right now. I know that we're in a space of exponential growth. And in this exponential growth, only beauty, only love, only the sacred presence of the divine rose can fulfill itself, expand itself, and reveal itself within each and every one of us. We are it, and it is fulfilled within us. So in this space of grandness and in this space of love right here, right now, I give grand thanks. I'm in a space of deep gratitude and deep appreciation. And I simply release this energy, these words, into the action of universal law, knowing that it simply says yes, and it is already fulfilled within our lives. And together we're affirming and saying, and so it is. Amen. I breathe, and I'm going to say the words Ashe. And Ashe is an African term which basically means, may these words have power. I'm opening my eyes and I want to look into your eyes and say, thank you for this moment. Thank you for sharing it with me. And thank you for being a blessing and a beneficial presence in the world. Please share this prayer with someone that you care about. And I'm also inviting you to show them how to download this app so that they can have this same experience every day. And if you're liking what we're doing, remember, you can send a blessing to this community. It will support us in continuing to bring programs like this to you. Have a blessed evening. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Namaste.